What's up, adventure travelers? Okay, last full day in Oman. Wow, 5 weeks in this country. I think it's the longest I've been in one place after Australia, and what a great time it's been. But it's time to head to Saudi Arabia tomorrow, ride through the empty quarter and keep on moving north. Anyway, before we hit the road, we have to do Ray's 3-minute geography lesson. So strap yourself in and get ready to learn a little bit about Oman. In the late 18th century, Oman signed the first of a number of friendship treaties with the then only global superpower, which was Great Britain. This arrangement served Oman well for the next couple of hundred years. However, by 1970, the country was well underdeveloped and at that time only had 10 kilometres of paved road throughout the whole country. Consequently, the young prince, Qaboos, overthrew his father and undertook a modernisation drive that was to bring the country into the 20th century. This was made possible by the vast oil reserves that were discovered in Oman in the 1960s. Oman is about 310,000 square kilometres, which makes it roughly the same size as Poland or Italy, and approximately 15% larger than New Zealand. Oman sits on the elbow of the Arabian Peninsula and has the UAE on its northern border, Saudi Arabia on its western border, and Yemen to its south. Oman has a population of 4.7 million people, and 40% of those are migrant workers from places like Pakistan, India, Philippines, and Bangladesh. Egyptians and Ugandans are also well represented here. Muslims constitute 86% of the population, with Christians and Hindus making up about 6% each as well. The economy of Oman is still heavily dependent on oil revenues. However, for the last few years, the government's been undertaking to diversify the economy into fishing, agriculture, manufacturing, and tourism. Lastly, I'll just put a risk map of the Middle East up on the screen, and you can see from the big green country on the right-hand corner there that Oman is the safest country in all of the Middle East, and I can certainly say from first-hand experience that's the case when you get here. So what do I think of Oman? It's been amazing. I've still got a few countries to go in the Middle East, but it certainly is the jewel of the subcontinent. It's a modern, moderate, diversified country, very tolerant, easy to get around, and it provides some amazing travel and landscapes and experiences. So I can certainly recommend Oman. It's safe, sunny, there's loads of things to do. So get yourself to Oman and have a good time while you're here. Okay, trendsetters, time to pack up and hit the road to Ibri, which is 90 minutes from the Saudi Arabian border. It's a 3-hour ride from here. I'll just show you where I've been staying the last few days with my friend Chris. We worked together in London 28 years ago, and even though I've been in touch with him, I haven't seen him for 28 years, so it was good to catch up with him. We went out on his boat a couple of days ago with 2 of his boys and had a great day out. Chris and his family live in this great little compound. There's townhouses and full houses and all sorts of things, but it's a lovely green little oasis. They've got a beautiful pool here. Didn't use the pool at all because we went to the beach a couple of times, but if you're watching this, Chris, you're probably not because you're such a busy man. Thank you very much for having me. It was the highlight of Oman to spend time with you and your family and get out on the boat, so hopefully see you in a few months in the UK. In the thick of it, these little brown hills, mini mountains. Pretty awesome. Oh, and some big ones in behind there. Okay, Mr. Google says 1 hour 28 to Ibri. And then we can put our feet up and have a beer. Well, we can put our feet up anyway. And here we are in Ibri, last stop before the Saudi Arabian border. Oh, there's a few bits and pieces. Somewhere to come and get a bite to eat later on maybe. Anywho, 6 minutes to the hotel. I'll see you there. And here we are at the Rimmel Ibri Hotel. Last night in Oman, and yeah, 90 minutes from the border with Saudi Arabia. Okay, let's unpack this bike and check into the room. And here we are, another day on the road done, relatively short day, another hotel room for the night, and off to the border tomorrow. Pretty nice room, pretty simple, 64 New Zealand dollars a night. It's my junk there. Just met a German guy who's not stopping in the emptyquarter, and he's going to ride, I think it's 1,000 or 1,100 kilometers on his big BMW GS 1200, which has got me thinking maybe I should do a big day and try and get to Riyadh in 2 days instead of 3. Decisions. Anyway, I'll sleep on it and see you tomorrow. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but one of the best sources of information are actually WhatsApp travel groups. And depending on where you're traveling, excuse me, a whole lot of people who are currently in the area or going to and from jump on a WhatsApp group. Anyway, long story short, on the Oman WhatsApp group, there's an American guy named Mike who's lived in Abu Dhabi for the last 12 years, and he is walking his camel Sheba from Abu Dhabi to Yemen to raise money for the impoverished people in Yemen. And he's walking through like the middle of the desert, not even near the road. Well, sometimes by the road. Long story short, he is going to be in Ibri tonight, so I've kindly offered him the free bed, and I look forward to meeting him and catching up on his adventure as well.
All right, first moment, not in the wild.
Yeah.
Not in the wild after 10 days, at least, 2 weeks, I lost count. This is Ray here. Hi, Ray.
Hi there.
We're eating breakfast, not in the sand, not in the sandy wind, not in the trees, not in flies, mosquitoes, but an actual proper civilized location.
Luxury.
Which is a miracle beyond miracles. And Ray here was kind enough to meet me and spend a day together, or night together, after I sent Sheba back to a little farm for a couple of days. Thank you so much, Ray, for your contribution.
No problem. Great to meet you, Mike.
To the voyage,
yeah.
The whole voyage, and really excited that we met, and grateful to have you here, and break bread together for our morning breakfast here.
Absolutely. All the best for your journey.
Thank you, man.
Well, the day has come. Time to cross over into Saudi Arabia 5 weeks in Oman, and well, I think it's the longest country I've been in apart from Australia. So great time. Get to Oman if you can. It's a very special part, and my favourite part of Arabia so far. Without further ado, let's get on the road and get to the Saudi Arabian border. And we're off. It's just gone 9 o'clock. We're about an hour and 40 minutes from the Saudi border, and we're in for a whole day of nothingness today. Well, only about 10 minutes out of Ibri. It didn't take long to turn into a whole lot of nothingness. This is my life for the next 2 to 3 days, and I guess as long as I see another car on the road now and again, I'll be alright. Right, we're in the empty quarter now, and empty being the operative word. Hopefully I'll have something to bring you over the next day or so, but it's probably just going to be a whole lot of this. Let's see how we go. What do we got here? Light vehicles, buses. Okay, I guess I'm a light vehicle. Hello, how are you? I'm good.
How about you?
I'm excellent. Pardon me? Passport?
Another for bicycle.
Oh, carne?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh? You have insurance?
I have insurance and everything, but they forgot to stamp the carne.
أقول لك في سوريا.
Saudi, then Jordan.
سعودي جوردن.
Yeah. After that, Iraq, Turkey, then Europe. So the dude's taken my insurance and my carnet, which wasn't stamped into the country. It's created a bit of a problem. I was hoping I could just slip through. So let's see what the outcome is. Hopefully it doesn't take forever either. Okay, we've got a stamp out for the bike, but not a stamp in. So proof that the bike has left Oman, but not proof that it entered. Anyway, hopefully that won't affect my deposit when I get the bike back to New Zealand, as that $5,000 will come in very handy. Hello. Yes, riding to Europe. Oh, registration, I see. Yeah. Okay. Holy guacamole. One of the few border crossings I decide to film and the guy asks me if I was filming, and I steadfastly said no, and then he asked to check my GoPro, and bloody hell, I think I was shaking as I took the camera off my helmet and showed it to him, and I just flipped past the latest couple of videos of border footage and showed him the one from the petrol station. But even then he said, oh, this is 17 minutes long. But anyway, I guess he just wanted to tick that box. So subsequently, I'm not going to be filming any of the Saudi crossing, just in case. So I'll see you on the other side. And we are cleared to travel through Saudi Arabia. That took about an hour 45, hour 50, so not too bad. Usually the geography on both sides of the border is pretty much exactly the same, but not in this case. We are greeted with some pretty impressive red dunes. Look at that red sand. Wow. Very different from the flat desert that we had just a few k's back in Oman. Well, I think it's going to be a lot of this for the next 3 hours and tomorrow, but who knows, it might change up a bit. Hopefully it'll provide a little bit of variety, and yep, hopefully it's smooth sailing, not sailing but riding, all the way to the next stop of civilization. See you then. Alrighty, you can see the sand encroaching on the road, and here we've got a loader trying to clear it. I was wondering if they did any public works like that. Otherwise the road would just disappear under the sand. What's the point of having a road then? Oh, look at that! It's weird how the sand dune just stops and then there's flat. It's like a flat basin and the sand dunes around the edge of it. Now that's a road, that's a view. One of many. What the hell? These sand dunes just keep on delivering with variations. But on the left there, it's pretty epic. Woo. Let's go. And we have run out of gas. 260 kilometers. That's not a very good fuel efficiency. Anywho, I've still got the reserve tank. Let's see how we get on. Don't want to be stuck out here with no gas. Off. Okay. Reserve. Might help if I put it on reserve instead of off. Let's give that another whirl. Oh, take it out of gear first. Great success. Now don't get collected by the big red truck that's coming past. Two big red trucks. Alrighty, running out of gas. Let's go. here we are, just in the nick of time. Good old Z oil. Hallelujah. Oh, we got a coffee shop, a prayer room, grocery. Hallelujah. Alrighty, we are in the middle of the desert pit stop cafe and having chicken biryani for dinner. Here it is. It looks pretty good. Let's tuck in. The only problem is they don't provide you with a knife and fork, so you gotta eat with a plastic spoon. Not bad. Alrighty, still at the old truck stop. It's 6:15 in the evening, and the robber barons over there in that building there want 150 New Zealand dollars a night. And I didn't see the rooms, but I can tell you what, they ain't worth that. So, back to plan A, pop the old tent up. There we go, ready to roll. Right next to the diesel pumps. So, I can hear all the comings and goings in the night. Now you might ask, surrounded by all these beautiful sand dunes, why haven't I popped myself up in the middle of the desert somewhere? Well, the very simple reason is I'm not great on sand, and it would all end in tears very quickly. So as you can see over my shoulder there, the bike is parked up on the hard, and the tent is right next door. There it is. So happy days. Sun's probably only got, I don't know, half an hour left, so I'm going to set up and see you in the morning. If you're enjoying this video, please give it the big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like to help the channel out, please share it with family and friends or anyone that you think might be interested in a round the world adventure video series. If you'd like to know more about my ride from New Zealand to Ireland, you can go to twowheelstoeverywhere.com. If you weren't aware, I'm also raising money for the intellectually disabled community in New Zealand. They looked after my Uncle Pete for 70 odd years and did an amazing job. You can find out more about the IHC at ihc.org.nz. They're a non-profit organisation. If you are enjoying the round the world adventures of me and my Suzuki DR650 and you'd like to support the IHC, I've set up a Give a Little page. The link is on the screen and it's also in the description below. Any donations that you give go directly to the IHC. As always, thanks for tuning in and watching my rambling travels. If you're traveling yourself, stay safe and I'll see you on the road.